wake up one morning as the sun creeps down. You're gonna wake up one morning as the sun creeps down. You're gonna look around in your mind, girl. You're gonna find that I'm gone. You didn't realize. You didn't realize. You didn't realize. You didn't realize. Why you gonna miss me, baby? Why you gonna miss me, baby? Yeah, you gonna miss me, Tom. Yeah.
30. Let's get started in 30 seconds, right? We'll start.
Here goes. San Francisco time before the
earthquake.
Before the earthquake is 12:39.
That's right. And we'll really get started this time.
Oh my God, I can't believe this. These people that left my concert, they said as soon as we left your concert, these lights started following us, and they kept observing us like they had to watch us real closely. And their lights, I already know what they looked like. They were just like that, and that's the reason they were there and everything, just to tell me, buddy, we got lights on you too, man.
On you.
Oh, man.
Okay, Rocky, let's start. What about music? When did you first start getting seriously interested in music and start playing? Who did you listen to first, and how did it happen?
Little Richard and Bob Dylan. I couldn't believe that, this little young guy, this Steve Allen, he digs him up, man. He's groovy, man. I'd love to meet Steve Allen. He, all of a sudden, he has, he says, well, here's somebody you've never heard of, and all of a sudden there's a young guy, and he's got a guitar and a harmonica. He says, but you who philosophize disgrace, and he criticizes all fears, take the rag away from your face, 'cause now ain't the time for your tears. And I said, what is that, the James Dean of music, man? I couldn't believe it.
I think I remember seeing that very same show when he was on that time. Yeah, that was amazing. So it's sort of influence of people like that.
Yeah, and I tell you, I've been influenced by James Brown. He screams like I've been getting into screaming like that real thing that hurts you. Just I wonder where he is. Just when he plays that organ, it's too much. So I was influenced by James Brown, and I like. It's real strange. I like when it was real strange for the Elevators to be the only ones doing this feedback and standing on your amplifier and banging your guitar, and hear groups like the Who and the Yardbirds that would be doing that too. And like when we heard Shapes of Things, we said, my God, we better get our stuff out, man, because these guys are just really,
Yeah.
I said, that really bothered us, because we had some stuff that just hadn't, we'd already recorded and hadn't been released. And we said, man, we better watch that. We better start getting our stuff out, because these cats are in on it. Yeah. And that's the same thing I think it's going to happen with me, is I have all these, I'm into this horror bag with rock and roll music, and I call it horror rock. And I'm just afraid that with all, as much as these sickies love horror, like Robert Bloch and Alfred Hitchcock, people are going to boom in on that, man. It's not going to be long before there are going to be rock and roll horror songs.
I heard y'all on the radio almost a month or two after that, and at first I thought, this is an English band.
Yeah, what'd you hear?
I just come, you're going to miss me. It sounded like an English band last week, and I said, my God. You know, and then the DJ, this is in the days when even on R.E.M. radio, they play things like The Elevators.
They wouldn't play it on KLW because of drug
Right. But I was just shocked, and then they said, you know, this is a local group, and I could not believe it, quite frankly, because you know, the way y'all sounded. I mean,
well, when they first picked for me, man, I couldn't believe it. They started picking, I said, you got to be kidding me, man. I'd never heard anything like that, you know. I just, you know, just blew my mind. You know? They said, we want to form a super band. We want you to be our singer. And I said, too much.
When did the Elevators start, and how?
Well, it's real strange about the Elevators, man. They started out unbelievable, and they ended that way too. It's just like the only proof you ever had of them was if you really knew that you had proof of actually having experienced the Elevators, because there's, you know, you can't. It's like a myth, you know, and the way they played, you know, I'm talking about the other musicians, you know, that just...
Well, I saw y'all enough times to have experienced that. So, as I was telling you before, I saw y'all the first time at that Benefit the Methodist Student Center, and then as much as time allowed, every time y'all played in Austin, boy, I tried to be there, and it was, you know, extraordinary experience. I mean, y'all were different every time. Y'all were unique every time. I never got tired of seeing you. It was just amazing. Who was writing the material, you know, at first? They came to you and said...
See, this is the thing. I wrote the melodies, and Stacy would write the melodies, and then every once in a while I've seen your face before. I've known you all my life. I wrote that, and then I got too close to it, and I couldn't write about it because I wanted this big deja vu, and now I'm home, and I was singing that now I'm home, and they knocked out and said, well, I'll tell you what, Clementine said, I'll write the rest of the words for you. And then I would write the melodies, and Tommy Hall would write the words, and then we got Pal St. John. I've got a Pal St. John that's never been released.